Today, we go against the Packers. Last time we faced the Packers, their run game got destroyed. Their pass game got destroyed. But they still ended up scoring 38 points. Our run game was doing incredible. Our pass game doing incredible. We got 20 more first downs than them, 43 more punt return yards, and 81 more kick return yards. We got 521 more total yards, but our turnovers killed us. It was arguably Deshaun Kaiser's best game of the season, even though he only got 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, sacked once, but he did have 45 completions, which was double Aaron Rodgers's. 139 rushing yards from Kerryon Johnson, while Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones and all of them all got pretty held down to less than 10. Jaden Nelson and Kenny Galladay both had incredible games. Devontae Adams doing pretty good, so we do need to make sure that we got Devontae Adams covered pretty well by Okada. But other than that, I think we're set to go. All right, Matt Prater with the kick. Ooh, Aaron Jones gets a huge gain there.
33, Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Aquara, Shelton, Hand, and Jamie Collins all on the line today. And Aaron Jones gets 1 yard on that run right there. Now, the Packers come out with no tight ends. Strange way if they're going to go for a run here. Oh, and I understand why they didn't come out with any tight ends, because they weren't running it. Number 32 with the pick. Can he get to the end zone? He can. An amazing interception from Jaron Curse. Something I didn't know he had in him. He's kind of just been dead weight out there for us all season. Besides his 3 interceptions, I haven't really heard his name called much, but today he wants to make sure we know he's on this team, getting a pick within the first minute and a half of the game.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ooh, they overthrow number 11, Bunchess. Something you don't see Rogers do often is overthrow his receivers, so. And he does it yet again. Rogers is having an awful game so far. This might just be time for the Packers to display the talent they have in Jordan Love. See if he's any good. Because Aaron Rodgers is just not feeling it today. And now he gets sacked. I'm bringing it back. Aaron Rodgers is just not doing well today, and it's showing. It's showing. Amendola calls for a fair catch at the 40. So now Marcus Mariota and the offense will trot onto the field for the first time. They're coming out. Ooh, they pass it to Hawkinson, who just falls down. Had a huge chance to get a couple yards there, but didn't really feel like it. So he just gets 3, and that's it. Now they don't go back to the pass. They hand it off to Kerryon Johnson, who gets 4 yards. Marvin Jones Jr. wide open down the middle. Gets the most yard they've gotten on this entire drive.
That's good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Packers really haven't done anything defensively. And Kerryon Johnson gets that first down as well.
10 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That time, Hawkinson just falls down, and that's for a much better reason. It wasn't really looking like he was going to get anything out of that play. Except maybe a nasty hit.
Marcus Mariota sacked by Preston Smith. An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
Alright, and whoa! If Hawkinson would have held on to that, that could have been one for a freaking highlight reel right there. But instead, Matt Prater will come out to kick the 54-yarder. But he misses it. No surprise there. One of the most inaccurate kickers in the league right now. Bunchess with that catch.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Jalen Hurts with a good swat there. And Rodgers 1 for 5. Something you don't see from him. Often labeled the most accurate quarterback in the NFL. And he is just not being accurate today. Another inaccurate pass.
Rodgers pass. Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. It's third down. And 10 yards to go.
Ooh. A huge gain because all the linemen fell and nobody could get through the rubble.
Aaron Jones. A gain of 14. And a Packer first down.
Aquara breaks through and he gets the tackle. Julian Aquara wants that smoke. He says, What are you talking about? Come here. Get back here. Hey, hey. Aaron Jones who? Aaron Rodgers fumbles it. Aquar with another tackle on Aaron Jones, but it doesn't count. What counted was the sack coming out of Trey Flowers, who already has his second of the game, 19th on the season. Now Aquara gets his sack. That's what we like to see out of this defensive line, who's picked it up over the season. They needed a little bit of time to get into a rhythm, but once they did, they have been unstoppable. Now it's the second quarter, 7-0 still. And Marcus Mariota will come out. Amendola on the field instead of J.J. Nelson. Ooh, if Amendola would have held on to that. Kind of a strange throw out of Mariota, but he was under a ton of pressure. Not very much time for him to think about his throw. I don't blame him for throwing something like that, as long as it doesn't get picked. Good thing he didn't take it like a shot downfield, because it probably would have gotten picked. Oh, Jaden Nelson unable to hold on to it. This Green Bay pass defense pretty on target, and I see why we ran more successfully in our last matchup. Hawkinson gets 5 yards. Not enough to reach for the first or anything like that. And now number 3, Fox, coming out to punt it. Will somebody be able to get down there before he catches it? Virgin with the tackle, number 83.
Rodgers' pass complete to Devin Funches. A gain of 12. First down, Packers. Aaron Jones on the run for Green Bay. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Nokuda lets up a huge pass there, and Rodgers picking up the ball. And he started rolling downhill, and I do not want to see how far Aaron Rodgers can roll. Gotta start stopping him up pretty quickly here. It's gonna be a bad day for the Lions.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Danny Shelton puts a lot of pressure on Aaron Rodgers to throw it, but didn't get the sack like he wanted to. But he did get him to throw an incomplete pass. Ooh, 4th and 1 at the 41. Will they go for the field goal? Will they go for the punt? Or will they go for it? They are punting. Where will this one bounce out at? The 1? Yes, indeed, the 1. Ooh, there seems to be a fight going on over there. To get up to the 4 with Kerryon Johnson.
The tackle made by Christian Kirksey. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ooh, now he gets just up to the line of scrimmage. Gets a yard for his stats, but that doesn't matter. A strange play. Oh, he was hoping to get around that linebacker, but was unable to. So they will be punting it from the back of the end zone. They're going to kick it with like minimal power because they don't have time to be like charging up the leg. Now Aaron Jones flying out to that right side. A lot less of a shootout this game than it was in the first game. More Lions gameplay, and then Packers. Without Deshaun Kaiser, there's a lot less inaccuracies and things holding the Lions back, so they've been able to just play pretty controlled football, even though the Packers are just destroying them on defense. How does number 11 catch that? Okuda just letting up a huge catch there. The rookie definitely needs time to develop. Against good receivers, he gets shown that he is absolute dog shit. And now Aaron Rodgers gets in for a touchdown. Something you don't see Aaron Rodgers do often is scramble. Of course he does it this game. How does Coleman miss that block? An extremely embarrassing performance out of him there. Just embarrassed himself on national television, so whatever. Doesn't matter. Amendola tries to break free, but nobody blocks 42 because apparently the special team unit sucks ass. It's hard for the Lions to get anything rolling when the team is just absolute shit. How we're 8-4 is beyond me entirely. And now on the run, he throws an inaccurate pass. Marcus Mariota, kind of a joke. Wins the Heisman, goes to the Titans, and then gets cut by the Titans. And number 42, all over the running back. What can the Lions do, I wonder? Having no way to pass the ball, no way to run the ball, no way to return kicks, what are the Lions going to do? How Hawkinson catches that is a miracle. Hopefully they can put together another one. Marcus Mariota running out to the right side. Huge hole. Not really a hole, but huge, like, open field. 28-yard rush there. That's more than all of his passing yards. Pretty sure. Actually, I think he has 32 passing yards. But it's close. Definitely shouldn't be close, but it is. Oh, a good pass to Amendola. Jaden Nelson back on the field now. Him and Amendola have kind of been trading plays all season. Nelson with a huge catch now. Amendola got the last one. Nelson gets this one. Now they have 2 plays to try and get the touchdown here. Oh, Jones Jr. unable to hold on to that, so here comes what could be the last play of the entire drive. What will they do? Throws it to J.J. Nelson. And they're going to wait. It looks like they're going to go for a field goal.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
28-yard field goal. Will Matt Prater be able to kick it? It doesn't require any leg. It just requires accuracy. And he is able to make that. Having a huge problem with the leg this season. After this season, I would not be surprised if the Lions decide to go in another direction with the kicker, even though they have the living legend of Matt Prater. They're pass to Hawkinson, who's wide open over the middle.
T.J. Hawkinson.
They're happy to have the ball in the second half here, the beginning of it.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now carry on Johnson. Will he get the first? He does. Short little dump off pass, but they get many yards from it.
First and
They
10.
still have Amendola on the field. Jaden Nelson probably eager to get back in the game after how he's been displaying his skill in the first half. He passed out to Jones, so he'll go for his stats, but he loses some yards on that. So Mariota gets a completion, but less yards, and then Jones Jr. gets a catch, but less yards. So not very good in the end for them, but if they care enough about their stats, maybe it is. Oh, Galladay just exposing corners out here.
Complete to
Since the last time
it's a
that the
brings up
Lions and the Packers have faced, Galladay has gotten a lot more recognition for his ability to expose corners.
number 30.
Johnson was unable to reach for that, and since it's a 56-yarder,
A 4-yard
the offense trots back on the field. Nobody has faith in
many yards.
Matt Prater anymore, and hopefully they can figure something out for him, but until
Another Lions.
he earns their trust back, I can't imagine them going for any deep field goals.
3-yard line.
Jones Jr. gets to the 25, but couldn't push up for any more. Johnson unable to push forward for too much, but maybe it's enough. It was not. Jones Jr. is now injured, but it doesn't look to be serious, so we're not going to take too much time to think about that one. Carry on Johnson. Up to 32 rushing yards this game. Oh, Jones Jr. with a bruised sternum will not be able to return for this game. So it appears that Geronimo Allison's going to take the place of Amendola. Start trading downs with Galladay gets it to the 1 after being an absolute god in catching that pretty off-target pass.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And Johnson runs in for the touchdown.
Johnson. Touchdown Lions. His kick is good. Makes the score Lions 17, Packers 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, and they throw it to the under guy, Valdez Scantling,
Complete to Marquez.
who was not getting covered very well, so it's no surprise why Aaron Rodgers decided to throw out that way, well, especially when the rest of his receivers are all deep. Now, no corner or no running back from this play.
Rogers pass
Funches with the catch,
to Devin
gets
Funches.
to the 50.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Packers.
They have one tight end and a halfback out there, and woo, he got tackled by Tavai.
Jones on the run for
I don't know if he'll get the actual tackle. Yes, he does.
Tavai. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 43-yard line.
All right, Aaron Jones lined up on the right side of him. Funches dropping down into like a blocking position. You wonder if they're going to run it here. They're not. Okuda and Tavai work together to tackle
Complete to Mercedes Lewis. A gain of 12. First
the
down.
recipient of the ball. They don't hike it before the third ends, which is strange because they could have gotten one more play in, and one play could be all they need to win the game.
Packers 7. Rogers
They throw to Funchess,
to Devin Funchess.
but Okada was all over him, getting a good tackle there.
And 5 at the 25-yard line.
They throw it over J-Ron Curse, who doesn't feel like making that athletic pick again. He would have been able to.
11 on the play. And a Packer first down.
Ooh, Aaron Rodgers just got thrown by Shelton,
Aaron Rodgers sacked.
who's been trying all game to get a sack, but was not able to until then. Ooh, Aaron Rodgers felt the pressure and overthrew his receiver, which we thought was something of the past, something of the beginning of the game, like the first half, but he's bringing it back here in the fourth quarter.
Rodgers pass.
Coleman and Coleman and Harmon over there looking for that pick, but neither of them could get near it.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Lions 17. Packers 10.
Amendola takes the knee because he knows he's not going to get very good blocking out of his teammates.
25-yard line.
Mariota getting ready to hike it. Ooh, he sees Allison wide open over the middle.
Mariota's pass. Complete to Geronimo Allison.
Here's a strange statistic for you all, as now I see that the Bengals are beating the Cowboys 28-14. Joe Burrow has thrown the least interceptions of any starting quarterback this season. And J.J. Nelson holds on to that for dear life and goes down with it. I think it's clear why we are franchise tagging him. Even though it is extremely expensive to franchise tag him, I really don't think this team could survive without him. He has been so fundamental. Or no, so instrumental in our success. Not fundamental.
Kenny Clark in on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Ooh, Kerryon Johnson takes a huge hit on trying to catch that, but it was kind of a questionable anyway. Mariota's just like, okay, well,
Brings up
now my body getting hit. Oh, Kerryon Johnson drives it across the line, but will the ref see it as across the line? What? What are you talking about, ref? That was clearly across the line. And now,
it's 4th down and less than a yard.
will they punt it or will they go for it? They will go for it. It's all on Kerryon Johnson. And he, ooh, weaves through the hole, takes huge yardage. Does everything you'd need him to do,
1st and 10.
and more.
1-yard line.
They throw it to Amendola, who just takes it and falls down.
Complete to Danny Amendola. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Ooh, Geronimo Allison drops the ball. Guess that's what happens when you don't get any plays during the season. And now, to extend their lead, Matt Prater,
40-yard attempt.
who makes the kick.
Makes the score Lions 20, Packers 10. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit. The Packers take over 1st and
Trufant, yeah, okay, Trufant made that tackle, but if he didn't, it'd be a race between number 21 and Trufant down the sideline. Ooh, barely overthrew his tight end, but if tight end caught that, that would have been another dangerous play. Aaron Rodgers kind of making bad decisions here in the final minutes of the game. Ooh, pass interference. Or no, not pass interference, face mask. That's not something you want to see when you're down or when you're up by 10 and with a minute left against Aaron Rodgers. Giving him in the red zone. But he throws it away. Aaron Rodgers is smart with the ball. He knows why he's doing what he's doing, even if we don't. Ooh, Trey Flowers gets to Aaron Rodgers, but not before he's able to throw it away yet again. Jair Alexander over there, pretty mad on the sideline. He's like, come on, put me back in the game. Even though, like, he wouldn't want to be in the game because that'd mean they'd lose. But oh, Valdez-Scantling putting on a show for the for the crowd too, just like Galladay, same deal. Ooh, Rodgers tries to just quickly hike it and throw it up, but Adams wasn't quick enough to get to it.
Brings up second and goal.
Ooh, the Lions defense gets back into Aaron Rodgers' base, and Tracy Walker with the pick there. Was going to take it out of the end zone, but Valdez-Scantling didn't want that. No, I can't imagine the Packers using their timeouts to stop this game, as I think it's over. I think they do as well. But they do call a timeout anyway. Even though now, just a QB kneel will end this game. And that is the game. Not as great of a performance out of Marcus Mariota as maybe we would have liked, or the Lions' defensive secondary. But the Packers' defense held up pretty good, with letting a few mistakes out and causing us to kind of lose that. But I think this game pretty much decides that the Packers are not going to the playoffs, and for the first time in so long. And Aaron Rodgers is not going to be happy about that. And neither will Matt LaFleur, as we just saw. He threw down his clipboard. Walker with that game-ending pick was a pretty good finish. Galladay made a couple great catches for the highlight reel. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers had more passing yards than Mariota, but Kerryon Johnson and Mariota's rushing game was just so much stronger. Anyway, see you in the next. Have a great day.